Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beaman Toyota in Nashville. First Grand Highlanders that are on the ground here. Wanted to go over, this is a limited max. So the limited hybrid max Highlander. Going to show you some things about it, and we'll kind of go over it here for you. But definitely take a good look at it. This is a black one, obviously. There are several colors that you can get. You can get storm cloud black. There's silver. There is a cream color, white. One thing that's curiously missing, by the way, is there is no dark gray. So you can't get it in a dark gray. Just for whatever reason, they did not offer it in the dark gray. But you can see hybrid max right over here. You got the back that you can kick. Obviously you can kick it open. You have that symbol that's right there, so you can do the kick. I want to point out something to you. See how close these are, right? So I got this key right here. This is something that floors me. These things are what, less than 2 feet apart, it looks like. I'm going to open this. Watch this. Plenty of room. So you can be in a very tight spot and open that door. That's a pretty cool feature. So wanted to point that out. It's not really one of those things that a lot of times you get a chance to notice as to how far you can be, but there's extra room there, right? So but definitely want to show you, you've got all of your doors. You have your smart key system where you just, you know, as long as the key's in your pocket, you can grab that, open it, lock it. Pretty easy to do from right here. Obviously you have your fold-in mirrors. I want to kind of also show you, you have your panoramic view up top, but we're going to pop in here and kind of show a couple things that are in here. So you've got your seats, your seat material. You've got your power seat, of course, Grand Highlander on the sill there. That's pretty nice. Programmable seats. Like I said, this is your limited max, so the seat material is actually pretty nice here too. So it's like a suede in the center with like a leather wrap on the outside. Kind of reminds you of like an XSE seat. I'm going to kind of sit up here. You can see how you've got this 12:3 screen like Toyota's going to on a bunch. I'm going to go ahead and here's your power button, by the way. So a lot of times you guys ask where the power button is. We'll kind of show you right there. Get everything powering up here. So all this is customizable. I did a video on a Corolla hatch that you guys can look at, and it's very similar to how you would set this up. So I've got some notes here, and obviously you can see this is over here too, but I've got some notes here. I'm going to go over some of this stuff that's just the fun stuff here. So by the way, this one, as you see it here, this one's $59,816 MSRP. Now, and you've got a few options on here. So one of the options is that panoramic moonroof, which if you look up and behind me, you can take a look there. Definitely lightens up the inside a lot. So that is a $600 option. So definitely one to think about if you guys want to, of course. Let you look at a bit of the dash here while I'm doing here. So this one's also has a tow hitch, the illuminated door sills where you saw that Grand Highlander on the floor there, your door edge guards on there as well. Illuminated cargo sills, those were in the back. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. All weather floor liners, paint protection film on the hood, fenders, mirror backs, and door cups. So your mechanical performance, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this hood here. Just why not? Because we're right here, and you know I can. So let's pop this hood, and we'll talk a bit about the mechanical and performance here for you. So you got your drive modes, of course, normal, eco, sport that you can do if you want to. Of course, we're gonna look down here. You got the engine running. Didn't even hear it before you brought the hood up here. Over on the side, you've got your hybrid max over here. So hybrid components are set up very similar to what the non-hybrid is, or sorry, to what the hybrid on the Highlander would be. But very, very well set up. It's always Toyota. They do stuff the right way. 0W20 on the oil, you can see that right there. But just kind of taking a look at what's on the inside. This is your turbo, of course. So like I said, once you get down there, it's really hard to hear, so that's pretty good. So they definitely sound dampen it pretty good. suspension, multi-link rear suspension with the stabilizer bar. Your steering's an electronic power steering. You have a 6-speed automatic ECT transmission on it. Your max powertrain is the 2.4 liter. So what you just saw was the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo hybrid max. It's a D4S injection system. It's 362 net combined horsepower with 400 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing is a beast, guys. This thing will get you where you're going in a hurry. So, and you just heard it actually shut off right there. So, drive modes, you have your multi-terrain select, your mud and rock, dirt. By the way, your suspension on the front is an independent McPherson strut suspension with your stabilizer bar as well. You have your dynamic torque control, all-wheel drive. That basically means that depending on what you're trying to do, it can actually move the torque to different wheels. So that is sweet. By the way, you also have a standard charger that is down there for your wireless charging. And then your eco, normal, sport modes, all that stuff's right down here. So sport, eco, normal, rock, dirt, you can turn these here and change kind of what you're doing. So if you kind of look up here, you got your mud and sand, right? And then you can switch to your rock and dirt, hit back to normal, and then go back to normal. Sport mode, eco mode. Usually sport mode will fire your engine back up, which it just did there. Then you also have your snow mode, and your downhill assist control right here. Brake hold, electronic parking brake. This one's got your panoramic view monitor. So what I can actually do is, if you look, you can see panoramic view monitor is going to show you all the way around the vehicle. See if we can change some settings, or so you can see cornering view, view under vehicle. Toyota has something that they've done that's really sweet. So while you're driving, it actually takes what it's coming over, and it can show you under the vehicle as part of the panoramic view monitor. So it is a pretty cool system that allows you to kind of see under the vehicle as you're going forward. So but I believe this one has that system just based off of that option that's right there. I'll show you here. Cooled seats, right? Cooled seats both sides. Heated seats are right here. Dual climate control. You can change where the air blows pretty easily here. Change your speed of your fan, and it's about 100 degrees out here, so that's all right. That's your heated windshield wipers, heated outside mirrors, and your heated back window. Turn on your rear climate if you want to. You can turn that on, turn that off. You can see it turned off the smart flow system as soon as I went to turn on the back. So pretty sweet right there. All of this other stuff that's right here is very easy to recognize from other Toyotas. Your dynamic radar cruise control, you can turn on your cruise, right? And it usually says to shift into drive to do that. Your drive, the way that they shift on some of these newer cars is kind of interesting. So you have your park right here. That's how you get into park. And then you come over and there's your drive, right? So you do your drive there. It's not too difficult to do. You got manual is down over here, but neutral, reverse, and then here's your backup camera. You can hear that the tones there, but drive and then park. I just hit park right here, so it unlocked all the doors for us. Plenty of cup holders all the way around this thing, of course. This one is really sweet. It's really deep up here, so whatever you're going to put up here, I mean, like if you think of some of these big bottles like we like to carry with us, that'd probably be a pretty good spot for one of those up there, or whatever you're going to drop up there. Maybe you put your phone in there, who knows. But plenty of cup holders right there. I do want to show you the inside here. This is your obviously you got a little tray that's right here that you can use too, just depending on how you line it up, of course. But very, very large on the inside there. You do have power ports, it looks like. Yep, every one power port that's in there. Don't see anything else back there. You do have your USB-C right here. That should be one that connects to your radio. This is just reminiscent of the Highlander, right? The regular Highlander. So let's kind of go back to the notes here as I normally do. By the way, you also do have your SOS button up here. That's going to be good for 10 years, by the way, guys. So 10 years for the SOS. That's going to be a pretty sweet thing. So weight rating is 6340 on this, by the way, and you do have full-time all-wheel drive in this particular vehicle. I do want to mention while I'm kind of talking here, and I'll kind of show you back to some of this stuff, that the you kind of have to know, but there's all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive is an option in most of them. This is the limited. So if you're in the limited, you can get all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive in the non-hybrid. You can get all-wheel drive only in the hybrid, and all-wheel drive only in the Platinum and the Limited Maxes, which is what these are. They only come in the all-wheel drive variation, just so you guys know, in case you're looking for a front-wheel drive. You're not going to find it. They don't make it. So obviously we've got dual exhaust, LED headlights, taillights, all of that. Let's just kind of pop out here. I'm going to pop us out to the back just so you guys get the ability to kind of take a peek at everything else we're looking. Like I said, heated mirrors, blind spot monitor is standard here as well. Going to show you back here. So now this seat is on a very long track, right? So you can actually, you pull this just the same way as a regular Highlander. And trying to show you that again. Pull this one to slide it. This one will fold you down, all right? So this one leans the seat back and forth. If you lean it back and forth and then pull that, it will fold that seat down. So you can fold that seat down. If you take a look back there, you can see I already got that seat folded down. So it gives you a pretty level surface. It does kind of go up just slightly as you're going there. But that is just kind of what you'd expect, I would believe. So, and pop this back up here, which, let me slide her back just a little bit. We'll pop her up so you can take a look at what's here. So your center console, lots of room in the center console here. You also have your rear heat and air controls, and you can see limiteds have your heated seats back here. Your Platinums give you a cooled seat as well. Your limiteds do have a heated seat that is in the back. By the way, you also do have rain sensing wipers on the this particular vehicle as well. That is standard on this vehicle. And you also have a rear liftgate washer, by the way, so the camera washer. So if you wash the back here, you should have on your camera a washer that should wash the camera, according to what this particular thing says as well. You can see Grand Highlander on the back. You can see where it says Hybrid Max, of course. You can see your hitch is down there. And like I said, you have your kick where you can kick, and it should go up as long as you got your key in your pocket. But you can also hit this right here and let that pop up. Like I said, plenty of room with that. So a lot of people ask, what's the box? Those are the floor mats. So it's an option in there with the floor mats. I'll take those out here real quick. That way we can kind of look at the rest. You can see there's sensors on the front, sensors on the back. So that's a standard thing too, so that if you're going to be backing up, then you're going to have those. You'll also see you have your USBs back here. USB-Cs, those are on both sides. These seats can also recline, and you can get a pretty good recline on that back seat. So if you're looking for a trip, and these pop up, by the way, but if you're looking to go on a trip, that should be pretty comfortable. And then you can slide the second row to give yourself additional leg room. No issues there. I'm not sure if all of them are available in the bench. I'll have to verify which ones, because sometimes they don't let, like, the Platinums have the bench seats, but they offer a 7 or an 8 passenger in the Grand Highlander. So it would have a bench seat in the second row for an 8 passenger. I believe the Limited offers an 8 passenger. Actually, I'm fairly certain of it. So so you can get an 8 passenger. I would also be willing to say you probably can't get that in a Platinum. So we're going to open this up down here, right? Take a look under here. And what you'll see is you have your jack down here. Pretty easy. Compact spare tire. You've got a tonneau cover back here. Don't forget that you got that back there. But yeah, just kind of taking a peek. You got your tire tools are right here. Tires should drop down from underneath, which they normally do. And it looks like this has a little handle here, so I'm betting that this will pop up, and it does. So actually, wow, so it doesn't drop down from underneath. Your tire is right there. So you just pop this up, and your tire is actually below this on the inside. So a little different from what they normally are on the Highlander. So pretty cool there. JBL sound system. This is a mat for the back. It's part of the all-weather mat system. Now I will note, I believe that this is for your air conditioner and that is for your hybrid battery. So you always want to make sure you keep those clear so that you keep the air conditioner from the back and the hybrid batteries both cool. But I believe that's what those particular ones are for. So like I said, LED lights all the way around, front bumper chin spoiler and silver painted finish, so that's on the front there. The power folding heated outside mirrors, that's standard. Your silver painted roof rails are standard. I did a video not too long ago on the dimensions of the interior, so definitely check that out as well. Let me see what else we got here that's of special note here. So the bronze dashboard, of course, with the geometric pattern, you saw all that in there. Wireless charging, of course, 7 USB-C ports. We got a little private jet behind us saying hello. But 13 cup and bottle holders throughout this vehicle. So 13, that's a really good thing. 3-zone climate control with air filter separate. So that's, you know, they've got a separate air filter for the back as opposed to the front, of course. Going to kind of give you a little bit better of a view out here, and I know I kind of get to talking sometimes. You'll see those rims. Those rims are going to be standard on the Limited, so that shouldn't be a question for you. So second row control panels, of course, for your AC, your leather trimmed heated steering wheel. So your heated steering wheel is standard as well. Auto dimming rearview mirror, which that's way up there up front. So your power windows, auto up, down in all position, ambient interior lighting, so that's a little bit easier to see in the evening time, of course. Heated second row outboard seats, we already talked about that. 7 passenger seating is standard, but like I said, 8 should be your option. It's a no cost option like it normally is on the Highlanders. Grand Highlander is taking the same thing. Smart key on all doors and the lift gate with push button start. That's all standard, of course. The 12.3 audio multimedia with Apple CarPlay. It's wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and Sirius with your 3-month trial. You also have Toyota Care. First 2 years, 25,000 miles is covered for maintenance as long as you are not in the Southeast region when it comes to Toyota. 24-hour roadside, that's also available or also included at no cost to you. Safety and convenience, like I said, the downhill assist control, and I know I'm going quick. This one also has digital key, so you can actually, if you're using the remote connect system, you can use the digital key system. This one should also be able to continue to run when you, and actually let me put this back, when you open the car door after you've remote started the vehicle, you should be able to have it continue to run. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to try that, just because I noticed the ones with the digital key tend to do that. So if it has that ability, it should work that way. So so remote connect is always with Toyota. Obviously you're going to do it the same way that you'd normally do a remote connect, of course, which you can have your phone. And then here, I got to grab this key here. So you got to have your phone with the app and all of your connected services enabled in order to do the remote connect, or that will shut off over time for you. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to lock this, and then you do it this way to actually, this is if you don't want to start it with your phone, you can do lock, and then hold on the third. And you should get your flash there. Once you get your flash, you just let off, and then the vehicle will remote start at that point. So you do have remote start on this one. That is a standard remote connect. And it also says you can also do it via your smartwatch, of course, or Amazon Alexa if it's enabled for you. So obviously it's a 4G, so your subscription is 4G network, and you have 4G network is required for it, and it's dependent on that. And then you have a 1-year trial subscription, but you can still start it for up to 10 years with just the key fob. So even if you don't subscribe to it, you'll still start it within that 10 years. I'm gonna go ahead and open the door here, and we'll see and it does. It continues to run. So Toyota's working on that when it comes to all the vehicles, and making sure that they'll continue to run. So it says not ready to drive, press the brake pedal. So obviously that is something that is pretty nice that that Toyota is doing to allow us to keep the cars running. Do expect to see an update coming for some of the previous editions of the cars that have remote connect to keep those running as well. So all your safety senses on here: blind spot monitor, backup camera, of course, with your dynamic grid lines, hill start assist, so it won't let you roll back on a hill, of course. Wi-Fi Connect as well is available as Safety Connect. So that Safety Connect, like I said, has a 10-year trial, 10 years roadside assistance that is included. Toyota, they want to make sure that you get taken care of course. And then you also have Drive Connect, which has your cloud navigation and Google Points of Interest. All of that is a subscription-based system. So I will mention as well that, at least at the time of making this video, that if you do the Drive Connect, which is what I'm doing on my Tundra, if you do the Drive Connect on it, then you're going to have $15 will include Remote Connect and Drive Connect. So you have your maps and your Remote Connect. That's the way Toyota's doing it now. And you'll get the Remote Connect when you do the Drive Connect. And then you also have the streaming music capability. And if you want to do both of those, that's $25 for both of those, and your Remote Connect's included on it. Safety Connect, like I said, 10 years on Safety Connect. So we'll talk about that in 10 years if you hadn't traded out to the next one yet. So, but that's pretty much where we're at on the limited hybrid Max. I know I spoke fast because I do that. There's just so much on these cars. I've got to make sure I talk fast for you guys so that I can get that all in, give you hopefully another nice view on everything that's on this particular vehicle. Just like I said, I like it, right? So it's just real nice. And like I said, panoramic view monitor. You can look around the vehicle, bird's eye view, whatever you want to call it, but panoramic view is what it's called from Toyota. You can see the silver on the bottom of the dash down there. But you guys definitely let me know what you think. The Grand Highlander, you know, I put out a poll not too long ago and said, are you guys interested in the Grand Highlander? And you guys actually, most of you guys said that you'd be interested in buying one. So but Steve Welch with Beamer Toyota in beautiful Nashville here. So definitely take a look at it, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.